Luke Miller, co-owner here at Pro Sport Performance Therapy, physical therapist.
My name's Nick Andrews. I'm a physical therapist at Pro Sport Performance Therapy in Frisco, Texas.
And discussing with you guys how we utilize the 1080 here at Pro Sport Performance Therapy.
Only having 3,300 square feet, we got to kind of maximize what we can. And having that small footprint with a multi-use piece of equipment was intriguing to us.
We'll take it out onto the turf field with us there. Again, we can actually do our upper extremity motions, our upper extremity warm-up. We don't have to come back necessarily back to the gym, back to the clinic, where if we're on the field, hey, we can just do everything right here, right now.
The data helps people talk the same language. I think it helps coaches talk the same language, docs talk the same language, us talk the same language, is they can get behind a number versus a feeling from an athlete perspective. I feel I feel 75% or 80%, or I feel pretty good on the ice. Now we understand, there is an objective measure that we're actually following, and that seems to be somewhat valid based upon the injury that we're trying to return from.
Only having one in the clinic setting doesn't deter us from utilizing the 1080 to kind of its, to its max. We make sure we collaborate with all of our PTs, know exactly, where each other's are, where their patients are going to be, and we do a very good job of communicating that as well. Doing
a 5-meter, single leg lateral hop. So they're on the same leg, they're hopping for 5 meters. One, I'm getting a force metric, one, I'm getting a time metric. So then I can, kind of objectify to the athlete, okay, yeah, your time component is the same, but the way you're getting into the compensatory pattern you're having to take more jumps on that leg, or your force per jump is lower. For our athletes, especially, again, we deal with very elite clientele, very elite athletes, high performers. They want to see real-time feedback as well. Not just us telling us, hey, great job on this, hey, we can actually measure, hey, look at your power output. It doesn't have to be intrusive, and I think that's the part that I like about it versus you put a guy in a force plate, he's okay, I know I'm testing, versus they go on there, they feel the resistance, they're used to just doing exercises on it, or it's a part of their warm-up, then that just adds to the efficiency in your clinic, especially, we're not a high-volume clinic, but in a clinic where it's high-paced and you have other people around and there's a lot going on, it adds to my efficiency as a clinician. I'll say the 1080 has changed my philosophy for the better because, again, using actual real objective measures more. Again, we always know, hey, objective data is great, but here, it's very easy to get that objective data. Instead of just guessing, we can actually go right over to the 1080, right to our tablet, and it's gonna pull up everything that we need to kind of make sure, hey, we are doing the right things for our athletes. I would go for it just because you can do lower extremity, you can do upper extremity, you can get testing metrics. It is a multi-use machine from that standpoint, in a small footprint, which I think is great. We've got to make sure we are staying, ahead of technology here in the PT world and PT space, and the 1080 is very valuable to us here at PSPT.